going on, fellas? It's your boy The Bus, and I'm back with another episode of The Bears Den. I know it's been a while since I've done this show, but felt like, bringing it back for this 2023 season. So just give a little update on what's going on with the Bears and where we at right now in this 2023 season. So right now we're in week 2. Somebody's calling me, but I ain't answering the phone. I don't know who it is. Don't really care. So anyway, we just recently had a draft last weekend, and right now we're in week 2. So I'm gonna kind of go over some stuff up until week 2. Right now we're in week 1. So let's do a quick recap of what the Bears did for this up and coming draft. So it didn't go too bad, but wasn't really what I expected. So let's take a quick look at what we may see. So if you look on the screen right here, man, you can see the Bears 2023 draft class. And didn't have a first. I actually decided to trade it at the last minute. So I drafted this cat named Marquez Winslow out of Nevada, left outside linebacker. I got a strong safety, Kyle Coleman, wide receiver Raymond Royals, Lindsey Snell, Marquise Lyons, Oscar Roque, and Kirby Cochran or whatever. Actually looking at this screen right here, I think only 2 guys actually make the team. So that tells you kind of like how my draft class was, man. Winslow made the team, and Kyrie Coleman made the team. Other guys were either cut or they was on the practice squad. Some of them been sniped already, but I mean that's why they're on the practice squad, man, because they're not good enough to make the team, but they can be developed. But the guy named Oscar Roque, anybody named Oscar is not going to make my team. So sorry, moms. Oscar Roque did not make the Bears team. So let's take a quick look at the 2 guys who actually made the team. And first guy up is Marquez Winslow. Now, Marquez came in, I think, at like a 69 overall, I think. So right now he's a 70 overall, and he's gonna be my project, man. Y'all know high stakes is coming up, and this guy right here would probably be someone I look to build on and get him ready for high stakes. He's not bad. I think I just need to play him and get him in there and get some reps. So you see he got 83 speed, a little bit of hit power. We like to hit down here in the Chi-Town, man. He can tackle. So I think he already, and if you notice, he already comes in with 70 play rec and 72 awareness. So those are some pretty good attributes for Marquez Winslow right here. And later on, you'll actually see some pretty good highlights from him in the week 1 matchup where we played the Broncos. Next up is the strong safety, Kyrie Coleman. The knock about Coleman, he's already 23, I think, 23 or 24. I can't remember the age, but what I like about him is, of course, he's a hidden dev. So he has some potential. So we're gonna, ease him into, some playing reps so he doesn't get overwhelmed with the speed of the game, coming from a small school. I think he came from Drake, some school called Drake. So we're gonna ease him into playing so he doesn't get washed up into how fast the DML league is, because you can get overwhelmed if you get out there. You don't know what you're doing. But we got some vets on the team like Eddie Jackson. Y'all know who Eddie Jackson is. We got Haha. Haha is probably on his way out. And I think the only reason he's probably playing is because He does have superstar capability. So, but this year is definitely Haha's last year in Chicago. So will not be seeing him anymore after this season. He'll probably decline. He didn't decline much, but I'm assuming his speed and zone and tackling and all that stuff will start to decline, and he probably won't be as serviceable as he is now. So we'll see. But Coleman is a guy that can probably step in for him, and that's if he's able to pick up the plays and perform in the DML. If not, he'll just be, y'all know what we call him. We call him Jags. He'll just be another Jag. J-A-G, Jag. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what's up, man. So let's take a look at our schedule for the 2023 season. And if you notice, we've already played week 1 and we came away with a huge victory over the Broncos. But week 2 got a pretty tough matchup against those Philadelphia Eagles, man. That's AKA Pablo. So we're gonna see how we match up this season, man. The first game was kind of like a preseason game for us. So we'll see what's up, man. I don't know, like, how we gonna match up against the Eagles. They're a pretty good team, but the Bears got a pretty good team too. As y'all know, during the off season, we traded Mac. So Mac is not there, but we brought in TJ Watt. So Watt will help us get through this season, man. And if you look at my schedule, man, there's some pretty tough games on there, man. We got KC. He probably has either the most dominant or one of the most dominant D lines in the league now with Watt. Got Jones traded for Donald. So, and y'all know Donald, man. Donald is a beast. So, man, it's gonna be very entertaining to see that matchup. Got the Saints. He's been winning lately. You got the Bucks, Panthers, Vikings. Packers is always tough. Chargers, and got the Raiders on the schedule this year. We got the Falcons and we got the Cardinals, man. So it's a pretty tough schedule. We're just gonna take it one game at a time, man, and see what happens. So, like I said, next up are those Philadelphia Eagles, man. But until then, let's just take a look at some quick stats from our week 1 matchup versus the Broncos. We beat the Broncos 50-63. We had a pretty decent game running. Average passing game, had about 280 yards, no turnovers, but we forced 8, so that's always good to be plus 8 in a turnover margin. Broncos put up 3 points. We were trying to keep him to that dough nugget, but he finally put up 3 points. And as I mentioned earlier, I said we traded Mac, so Mac is gone right now. So if you notice, TJ Watt is on the team, and in that game, TJ Watt had 4 tackles and 3.5 sacks. So Watt wasn't really missed as much, and I think with Mac gone, I think it gives everybody else an opportunity to get to the quarterback, because before he was there, dude was getting 37.5 sacks just by itself. You know what I'm saying? That's more than some teams in the DML. So right now, I think with Mac leaving, it's going to open the doors for some of these other players to, stand in the bright lights and see if they can shine. So we'll see how that goes, man. So those were some quick stats from that game, man. And like I said, the running game kind of stood out. So and y'all know my running back named Cam the True Man. He showed up pretty big in the Broncos game, man. So let's look at a few highlights from that game versus the Broncos. And as you see here, he's bringing off a long run. I think this was maybe a 65, 70 yard. I can't remember, but yeah, about a 60 yarder. Hit the hole, man. He has a little wiggle, so he's cut it back inside. Then just ran to the end zone, man. So True Man is gonna definitely be a great addition for this team this year. Let's look at another quick highlight from True Man as he's running once again in that Denver Broncos secondary, man. Once again, he breaks a long one right here. it gets stopped right here, but I think at that point he was already over 100 yards. So True Man is definitely getting it done. Kind of excited to have him. We got a nice little 1-2 punch, man, with Truman, Cohan. We got Wright Jr. and then the other guys. So let's move on to the rookie I was talking about earlier, man, and that's Winslow right here. Watch him. Gets through the head, boom, gets the sack fumble. You know what I'm saying? He didn't get the recovery, but the old man, Clinton Nix picked it up and took it to the house. As you see, there's nobody around him. Nobody's gonna catch him. So Winslow had a great first game, man. That was his forced fumble that you guys see right there on the screen. And next up, you'll see Winslow making another play. Here you go, right here. Winslow making another play, his first interception of his career. There you go. Ooh, acrobatic interception by Winslow. So great plays by these guys, man. Great plays by these guys. So I'm hoping that these guys can step up this week, as as I mentioned earlier, as we play the Eagles. Eagles going to be a tough matchup. Pablo is always tough, man. He plays decent ball. He's in a real tough division over there, but he plays decent ball. I respect his game. So the Bears are going to have to come out today and play tough, man. So we're gonna see what happens, what transpires, man, in this game, man. But anyway, man, that was a quick rundown of what we've done in the off season up until week 1. Man, we got a long season ahead of us, man. So don't expect the Bears Den to come out every week. I'm gonna try to do it again, maybe mid season, maybe like week 8, week 9. Hit a few more highlights, see where we at, see if we're leading the division, or see if we're in the hunt for the playoffs. Look at some major injuries that we may come upon. Hopefully we don't, but y'all know how Madden is, man. Injuries come and they go, but it's part of the game, man. That's why you have a depth chart. That's why you got a practice squad. So we're gonna see what happened, man. And you guys that's tuning in, watching the show, I just want to thank you guys for supporting your boy the Bus in the Bears Den. And until next time, we will see you probably week 8 or week 9 of this season.